So this game board behind me would really be considered your first Monopoly game. But it's not called Monopoly, it's called the Landlord's Game. And the person that invented this, Elizabeth Magie, she intended it for education reasons. She was against land grabs. She really was a socialist, but she took the people that made millions on the Monopoly game that we know of. She took them to court because she didn't get any credit, and this was her game was very popular in colleges and all of that, and so there was a whole court case around it. And so then later in life, she had this same game board, but she changed it as the capitalist frenzy of the 20s continued. She hated how capitalism, because she was more of a socialist, she hated how capitalist was being promoted so much with the Monopoly game, right? So she changed her game and unveiled a combo game in 1932 called the Landlord's Game Plus Prosperity. Prosperity was played on the same board, but with modified rules. Taxes, jail, and monopoly pricing were now eliminated. Land rent was paid to the public treasury. Once enough treasury cash was accumulated, private utilities were condemned and placed in public ownership. So there's a whole bunch you can learn about this, but down here, right here, that's where you pass go and collect $200. But on this board, if you look closely, it's a globe, yes. And what the globe says around it is labor upon Mother Earth produces wages. Translation, you got $100, because on her game board you'd get $100. You got $100, nonetheless, you realize that someone here has an agenda. Yep. So it was about a single tax system. And she referred to landlords as parasites. So, yeah, this was the original board. And it was a much more complicated game. And you could vote and do all sorts of things. How interesting. I'll follow this up with another video, just a little bit more about this.